So, third video of the day, and it's time to show you hurt feelings. So, some people can't take rejection or shame or whatever, because, you know, even it's funny that the guys who get the most vagina are kind of like women. They kind of got similar things like women. So this is the guy right here called D drainers, right? So me and him got into it when I asked him. I said, you know, he said something about him, you know, spanking it to porn. I mean, spanking it to adult entertainment. And I said, okay, dog. I said, that's kind of weird that a guy spanking it to entertainment, but you're in the game and you can get as much as you want. And he's like, oh, that's not the point. It's to join the woman's body. I say, okay, if that's the point, then why do the women that you mess with are going around telling guys their penis is too small, or telling them they don't get women, they live in their mom's basement? Why is it shamed to them, but you can do it? But they, as an insult, you call the women that you mess with, and guys like you will insult them for doing the stuff that you're doing, and you're bragging about it, and people give you the whole condolences, but for some reason the other guys, they don't get it. And he's like, oh no, that's their character. And I said, the chick you right there that you just promoted, and I post what she said to another guy. He blocked me. Cause I called the chick out that he was in the scene with, and I'm like, but I'm pointing it out that the chick in the scene actually does that, and then she was on a timeline acting like she never did that. I'm like, wow. So he blocked me. So Prince, another adult entertainment, blocked me on my social media because I laughed at his penis being broke 2 times. I said, dog, how you had sex with like over 10,000 women, and you broke your penis trying to be a gymnastic and an adult entertainment at the same time? I said, you a clown. I said, this dude's a clown. I said, for a guy who get all the vagina, he couldn't even pay his own medical bills. I'm like, what they do with their money? So it went back to him, and I got block bombed. So the ongoing thing that I don't like about Julia K is that she talks a lot of crap, and I'm gonna show you her Twitter, and I'm gonna get into that situation. I'm gonna get into that situation that she did. So Julia K got a big mouth. She's an ultra bitch, and she gets mad when people call her out. So she was in a fight with me and this dark skinned chick, and I laughed at everything, and I forgot what happened. But next minute I know, my favorite adult entertainer, her, blocks me because she's friends with Julia K. I'm like, y'all chicks, like, I still like you as a P star, but y'all chicks are stupid, because y'all block half y'all fan base, and then the fans will literally get y'all back by not supporting y'all. And a lot of people think that these chicks are living large. They're not living large, because they spend so much money. The money they get, they spend right away, and they have to make it over and over again. I can't believe that these people brag about working like this is actually work. Having sex is work? Wow. I mean, when they be talking about we going to work, and so I'm like, are y'all working 15 hours a day at something, you sweating? You getting pleasure these whole time, and you trying to compare that to actual work? I'm like, that's crazy. And then if it is compared to work, then I tell a lot of people, I'm like, okay, then it's not pleasure. I'll break it down into some other time, but I'll be trying to tell people when they be like, yeah, man, you don't get no vagina, you don't get this and get that, and you don't do this and do that. I'm like, yo, you understand that some people don't got the equipment down there, and some people not trying to put in a whole bunch of hours trying to pleasure one chick because you don't have what she wants. That's the whole tricking and non-tricking shit. Dude, nobody trying to put in adult entertainment hours just to please a chick because you don't have what she wants or whatever, and you have to do all this extra stuff. It's like most of these chicks don't know what they're doing, like Rico Strong said, and most of these chicks, on the other hand, they're not walking around with a STD test to show how clean they are. So for these dudes to try to tell you and fool you into like getting with these females and eating them out, eating their behind and without condoms and having sex with them and skin to skin contact, they're not gonna tell you that most of these chicks got STDs or what, I forgot what they call herpes or whatever, and it flares up, and all types of other sexually transmitted diseases in their throats and all that other stuff. And they really trying to act like that game and talking to these women for a long time just to get some trash vagina for like 30 minutes or an hour is going to worth all 8 hours of work hours talking to these chicks. Like, it makes no sense, man. Like, when you do pay for sex, when you do pay for it, you're getting what you want. You don't have to put in good sex. You can put 30 minutes in. I mean, you can put 30 minutes in or 30 seconds in. You're not shamed for your sexual performance when you pay for it. And that's the whole point. When you're paying for it, it goes your way. You're not shamed into being a bad performer in bed. You're not told to take pills. You're not told to do this and do that. You do what you want to do, and you bounce. So there's some people in the industry right now that are irresponsible, and they got the coronavirus, and they're passing it along to other people. Now, the game dudes are going to ignore the fact that coronavirus exists, and they're going to ignore the fact that a lot of people are out of work. Just yesterday, one of my debit cards got eaten by the ATM machine. I asked this black chick, this old black chick in the store that ate my card. I try to ask her, is there anybody here that can get my card out the machine? She got an attitude with me. Like, it's your job. So what, you was mad at me because I get money and you had to work? It's not my fault that the damn coronavirus happened. But my shit got eaten. I had to order another one. But these dudes on here on YouTube will like you to believe that you can walk around and party and go out and talk to 5 women a day in a pandemic and you won't get it because it's fake. And you got to have a precondition. You gotta have a condition, whatever they say. You gotta have a condition, a condition you used to, that you had before to get it and make it worse. Or it doesn't attack healthy people if you just run and eat right. I said how stupid that is, cause I'm like, if that's true, then it work. The same thing will work with HIV that attack your immune system. This shit attacks everything. But these dudes online are so fucking retarded, and they don't listen to them, because if you get coronavirus, these guys are not going to pay your doctor bills. And they definitely not going to come at your funeral and say how wrong they was. So, it's a lot of things happening now in the industry where coronavirus isn't, STDs isn't the only thing that people can get now, because people being irresponsible. So people got to test for coronavirus, and they got to test for STDs now. But these dudes online want you to believe that everybody is clean. Everybody is clean, and you can go out here and talk to 5 women a day, and you won't get the coronavirus from one of these chicks. Or you can go out to a bar or club, even though they're closed. Half of the stores are closed. But they really want you to believe that what they're telling you is true. The game. The game can fight viruses. The game can fight wars. The game can convince politicians not to put you in, not to make laws that go against you. The game can get a judge, get you to get off of court. Can get you getting sentenced on a court. Man, I'm talking gibberish a little bit when it comes down to the game because I'm really tired of it. But the fact is, these dudes are retarded, man. Like, they're just straight out retarded, man. They're losing a war, and these are people who used to be on our side, on our panels. Third World Colombia started coming at MOT with that nasty behind China White who was all up on Game Changers panels a couple months ago, acting like she's feminine and she's not. She was in dramas and stuff. Third World Colombia was jumping on panels on Zero and on MOC panel, acting like he's some kind of new dude, and then he started talking about him. I'm like, man, why don't you just show who you really are in the beginning, so we can just get this over with and know that you're not on our side. DJ Kuda is coming at MOT for some reason and discrediting him, thinking that he could talk down to a multi-millionaire who got trucks, who showed his trucks online, and sitting there talking about tricking is illegal. Tricking is illegal. You're participating in criminality. And I'm like, buying sex from a woman is the same thing as selling drugs, or shooting somebody, or doing all that other crazy stuff, or scamming people. Are you serious? I don't listen to the dude no more. So I don't got no problem. Unless somebody says something or send me to his page where he said something stupid or he coming at somebody on our side, then I'm not really gonna listen to him. I ain't listened to him in like 2-3 days. I think the last time I listened to him was basically that cut that I got from there, and him talking down to somebody. But I hope I make it. I hope nobody send me over there where he's saying something about somebody, because it's been like I make it a week, because I replaced him with other people, because people have been streaming at late night, so that's good. You know, MOT made a stream last night, went to sleep, woke back up, he was still streaming. Zero made a couple streams late night. So even if they don't do it, I'll just do something else, because I ain't trying to listen to dude no more. He showed his true colors and all that. But these dudes really want to like make sure that all of us are getting in this 50-year bull crap of game and all this other crap. And it's kind of crazy that these dudes trying to put you to the bull crap. So that's what's going on over there. So let's see. So the adult entertainer Julia K speaks her mind, like she always does. So here we go. What she says: y'all are hurting my mentions that that tweet. I'm gonna say it again. I hate men. 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 And then the guy said, I hate women. I hate women. I hate women. I hate women. And imagine. So look at the hypocrites out here like Platinum, or these dudes who say that these women are good and you can I can't really talk because there's kids right here. I ain't about talking greasy when around kids, so let me go over here. Wait, I gotta get away from them so they don't hear me. See, I do have some kind of empathy, not to curse in front of kids and, say anything explicit, because even if I'm not the parent, I shouldn't be exposing them to none of that. Okay. I'm far away, they won't hear me. Okay, a man couldn't have said this about women. They would get off social media, or they'd be like, you know, a whole lot of women saying report the person page. And I'm gonna show you the backlash when a dude says the various thing I said. So these women can openly say they hate men. After, I mean, you game dudes doing a shitty job with these women, dog. Cause this chick, all she do is pick dudes who got the big slums. All she does is pick guys who look good and all that. And for some reason, she still hates y'all. She get the game guys. She get the best of the 20. She get the 20%, and she's still saying this shit about y'all. So it seemed like y'all game dudes are not making the women love y'all, like y'all say. Y'all expose yourselves. Because for some reason, this chick got mental illness out the Uzah. This chick just said she hates y'all. She like y'all sex, but even y'all sex is now getting so messed up where this chick might even shave her hair like the rest of these chicks. Like Azealia Banks, she just shaved her head off. Don't y'all notice that with these females who got with a lot of dudes, or they kind of mentally ill, is that when they get to a certain point, they try to shave off their femininity. They try to be like, oh, I don't want men to like me. And then when they get out that psychosis, they see what they did and they start wearing wigs and stuff. It's like, why don't stick with your decision? Stick with your decisions and cut your hair off. Like, walk bald-headed. But they know that they need male attention, but they feel like they didn't need the male attention in that one moment. And you want men to put their masculinity on the line for these mentally unstable females who will shave their head at the first shot they get, at the first chance they get. Shave their damn head. And then walk around with wigs on. Come on, man. So she gets to go out here on Twitter and say she hates men. And say it over and over again, and nobody blocks her Twitter or what's it called? You guys, man, are shit, man. Okay, here we go. And this is what I say about this whole called Black Lives Matters bullshit. Dummy Sutra. I made a video about her about, I think, back in June, when she was on this whole Black Lives Matter shit and black men is this and you black people is this and black people are this. But look what she says to another black person when he says this to Julia K, saying she hate men. So imagine if any man was saying they hate women repeatedly, he would be thrown in jail, right? Yeah, just like all the RAPSTs, sir, bye. Let her express herself and move on. What kind of Leverland make-believe jail is this? So they try to discredit that guys like me who didn't get, who I'm going to keep bringing it up. I had a Fed, as one of my subscribers said, he was gaslighting me, come after me because of my opinions about women on Facebook, and decided to open an investigation because other people was talking about me. Then he was using the same talking points as the people online so he can make a case. So they want to discredit that oh, it doesn't happen if you said stuff online. That it did happen. It happened. I'm not the only person it happened to. It happens to other people. But they want to act like it don't happen. And he's right. But she says this towards a black man. Mind you, a black dude. Fake Black Lives Matter movement chicks. At least you can say it on Twitter. Facebook banned me for hate speech for 24 hours for making that 2 commenters in 1 week about how trashy men, how utter trash men are. Mind you, these chicks get gifts from men. They get sex from men. Dude, man, the women you trying to sell us, we ain't buying. Because they already just showed you, they say this shit online all the time. they hate men. And they trash. So they don't want to deal with the other types of men, but they want to deal with one type of man and say that men are trash. Funny how that works. They try to blame men. They try to blame all men for the few men that they always mess with. But men have to go deal with the ugly ones and then come to the conclusion and then be gaslighted and saying we all want IG models. When a lot of us was digging at the bottom of the barrel like we was digging in trash for steaks. Y'all be mad when y'all be so mad when women say they hate men and it don't do nothing to y'all. Y'all be pressed to do shit about y'all specifically. Bitch, if I said that, obviously I'm in a mood. In case it's a trash ass man. Oh fuck well. Suck my M. You know what, Juicy? I will suck you whenever you want. And this chick is Demi Schuster is so thirsty. And it's a chick that she kissed the ass of everybody in the industry. Like, she came in the industry with a mohawk looking like a crackhead, and I think she was on drugs when she first came in. Then she revamped herself, I think back in like 2016 or something like that, 16, 17, and then she started wearing a wig and trying to look more presentable. Like, you can't hide your past, chick. I hate men. Truly, everything inside of me hates the male species. Don't comment under my shit unless you agree. Otherwise, block. I don't have the patience. So this is the mindset of these women. This is the mindset of these feminist women. 1 minute they can say, "Ooh, daddy," "Oh, yes, guys," and then the next minute she can say she don't like you, and she hates your guts. But y'all try to sell men these women? Come on, man. Like, you gotta be kidding me, man. You have to be kidding me. Thank God for black women. This chick is always salty and always blocking people. She's like the most softest, and she's a representation of a lot of women. They can dish it, but they can't take it. So, Trick Daddy said on his social media account, or I think on a show or something, that he was getting a penis implant. And there's a reason why a lot of guys don't get the penis implant, because it kills a lot of men. So Trick Daddy's an idiot. If he gets that surgery, many men have died from that surgery. Some get a deformed penis as a result, and some have lost their erection permanently. If I would just buy the women, I am condescending and I tell to exercise vagina muscles tight instead of being loose. That's Trick Daddy feels he need a penis implant. All surgeries have risks. Cosmetics of all kind is dumb in my book. So kind of expose the whole thing of telling dudes to go get a surgery if you're not small down there. This is why I say a lot of guys who small are walking the fuck away from sex, because they're not trying to get the surgery and put their life on the line for no woman. And they're not trying to lose their erection for women. Okay? Even the best surgeons in the world don't know how your body gonna take being cut open. And one wrong move, you'll die. So this is just another example of what kind of women are out here. And these game dudes are full of shit, because if you were doing your job, women wouldn't be saying this on social media.